Hello, CFI sweethearts. Welcome to episode 22 of the Coming For You podcast, aka CFI official podcast with me, your host Maximiliana. And on episode 22 today, I am going to host myself and I will talk you through Western Halloween celebration, what to expect. Halloween is a celebration observed in many countries on the 31st of October, the eve of the Western Christian feast of All Saints' Day. Now, this is the time in liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints and all the faithful departed. And for some Christians, this is usually celebrated in the first Sunday of November. Okay, so it doesn't mean everyone who is celebrating Halloween is a Christian, but it's part of their tradition rather than part of their religion. So Halloween in Ireland is a special and unique celebration. And if you are in Ireland and perhaps it's your first time in this country, here are some things you can expect during Halloween. Okay, bonfires. These are a traditional part of Halloween celebration in Ireland. Many communities organize bonfires where people gather to enjoy the warmth of the fire, share stories, and participate in various activities. Some stories, though, can be very spooky stories. So actually, this is very interesting because it reminds me of my childhood in Rombo, Kilimanjaro, Tanzania, where my mom would share stories with us in evenings, like when she's cooking in wood fire. Until today, my mom is such a good storyteller. A massive love goes to this woman, the love of my life. Oh, I love you, Mom. Cheers. Okay, another thing to expect is costumes. Dressing up in costumes is common Halloween traditional in Ireland, similar to some other countries. People of all ages, from children to adults, can be seen in variety of spooky or creative costumes. Just a little warning to people who are new to this tradition, it can be a little bit scary, but I can assure you it's nothing to be worried about because it's just part of their tradition. So they're just trying to celebrate rather than scare people. So another thing to expect is tricky or treating. Tricky or treating is a beloved activity, especially for children. They go from house to house, ringing doorbells and saying tricky or treaty to receive candy or small treats. It's a fun and a festive tradition. Also, for those who are not used to this tradition, it can be a little bit frustrating because you'll be opening doors, here and there so many times. But don't worry, it's just kids are trying to play and, it's just they do that only for Halloween. It's not something that they're going to repeat again the next day or something. Another thing is haunted attractions. Many communities and organizations set up haunted houses or haunted attractions during the Halloween season. These are designed to provide spooky and thrilling experience for those who are looking for scare. Wow, it's funny how people can be looking for scare, but anyhow, as much as I love for other people to respect my customs and tradition, okay, let us just try to respect this for them. Another thing to expect is festive decorations. Actually, houses and businesses are often decorated with Halloween themes, items such as fake spiderwebs, skeletons, and ghosts. This reminds me of a scenario 2 weeks ago where I entered a supermarket and I was faced with those skeletons and decorations, and my heart was a little bit pounding. But again, I had to calm myself down and switch my mind into Halloween mode. And I'm fine now, and I always understand when I see things like that. I'm not scared anymore. And actually, Halloween parties are very common. It's another thing you should expect when you are in this side of the world. These gatherings often features music, dancing, and costume contests and stuff like that. My best friend Tracy invited me, for a Halloween party, and she was telling me about the dress code, as in we will be wearing the Halloween costumes and stuff like that. But I just said okay, but I'm yet to confirm my attendance for the party. I guess I'll update you, my CFI sweethearts, if I will attend that party or not. Another thing to expect, I think, is traditional food. Some traditional foods associated with Halloween in Ireland include mashed potatoes, cabbages, and fruitcake. I think you should also expect to see community events in Ireland during Halloween. Many community and town organizes Halloween events and parades, which can be enjoyable for both locals and visitors. In fact, today on the 29th of October, there is going to be Magna's Halloween parade happening in Galway City today. So for those who are in Galway today, I think they can attend that event in the evening, so you can see some, people wearing costumes, trying to celebrate Halloween. I wish those who are going to attend all the best. I'm yet to, decide whether I'll go for that event or not. Just in overall, Halloween in Ireland is fun and lively celebration, blending traditions and that have been passed down through generations with contemporary elements of spooky fun. It's time for people to come together, enjoy the autumn seasons and celebrate the spirit of Halloween. I think that's the end of episode 22. Today, I encourage you CFI sweethearts to comment on our social media platforms, telling us how do you see Halloween and how do you celebrate Halloween and where are you at this time of the year. And so let's just keep the conversation moving, and ciao and bye bye for now.